Welcome to the inside of the 2013 Homes for Holiday CASA Homes Tour home. We're so pleased this year to have one of the most beautiful homes in Topeka to decorate for Christmas, and we really are excited about what we've done and how it complements the interior of the house. This is a real classic traditional home, and so we've carried that through with the decoration theme and also with the accessories that we've used. And doing that, the colors are more subtle and natural and earthy and very pretty. I think you'll be really pleased. You know, beginning here in the foyer, this is the entry hall, and you can see I'm standing at this beautiful antique sideboard that's under a classic mirror, a Georgian mirror. And on it we've put this beautiful footed Chinese porcelain cachepot that we've added white Phalaenopsis orchid plant to, along with winter berries. These are fresh winter berries that we've used to support the stem of the orchid. And it's something that will last through the holidays and really make a beautiful statement as people come into your home. You know, to carry this kind of classic and elegant red theme through, we've done the staircase with the beautiful red silk amaryllis and white berries in this, and they're called tallow berries, and they're a beautiful white berry that does grow naturally in Kansas. Of course, we've used the artificial ones here. And then we've carried that hanging amaranthus that we used outside through to give kind of an interesting look. We wanted to do something a little fresher and newer for the staircase than is usually done on the stairs. Usually you'll see like a garland of pine that's, you know, lined with lights, and we'll have, you know, just traditional reds and greens on it. And often we do that in this house, but we thought since it is a house tour kind of a home that we do something a little more exciting and fresh this year. And so instead of doing a garland of greenery all the way up the stairs, what we've done is spaced arrangements up to the rail. This house has a beautiful wrought iron and brass staircase, so they're attached to the top of the brass rail, and they have lights but in each of the arrangements, but not between them, so it makes each of the arrangements really stand out as an individual work in its own right. I think you'll like it. It's tied together with vines of wild honeysuckle and then a moss vine that's really, really pretty. I think you'll like it. I hope you get a chance to see this year. But if you don't, you know, enjoy the video because it will give you a real good overview of what we've done in the house. And let's move on to the living room. I think you'll like it just as well. Yeah. This is the living room, and I think it is a masterpiece of interior design. The colors are exquisite, the wall coverings are just right, the draperies just will take your breath away. I think you'll really enjoy just the room in its own right, and it's furnished with absolutely gorgeous antiques and beautiful upholstery fabrics and things that are really interesting accessories. You'll enjoy seeing it all. But what we've done to just complement the beautiful interior is carried through the theme of the foyer, which was that beautiful kind of a Chinese red amaryllis and that beautiful red, natural red winterberry. We picked that up and carried it through to this room, particularly in the mantle. I think you'll really like this mantle and the mantle treatment. It's an antique marble fireplace surround that was installed in the house in the 70s when it was remodeled at first of its major remodels. And it stayed with the house. It's one of the few things from that period that does stay with the house because it is so gorgeous and such a rare treasure. It's to accent it, what we've done is done a floor-length garland that even spreads out a little bit on the floor of beautiful, the red amaryllis, which catch your eye at first, and then you move into the detail of it. There's more of the tallow berry, beautiful permanent pears that have that same rich red color as the amaryllis flowers, and wonderful fall hydrangea blossoms, along with pine cones and the long needle pine. Really makes a graceful, elegant statement that I think can be that you can incorporate into your own decor. you know, certainly not everybody has this kind of a space to decorate or such a formal room to deal with. But, you know, this kind of a treatment can be done in all different kinds of styles, from Santa Claus and Christmas balls would make a beautiful look that goes down to the floor like that. Or that would be lots of fun to do. Or you could do, you know, a simpler look without the flowers and just do the pine cones and holly and pine. So there's all kinds of ways that you can adapt this look. But for this house, I thought it was just the right thing. And kind of repeat that look, we made a wreath that's the center of the north wall of the living room, next to the piano. And as you see, it's made of the same materials as the mantel. And so it makes a lovely statement on the north wall of this room. And on the piano, we've added a beautiful Mark Roberts nativity set. And then we have just a simple wreath around a scented candle here on this beautiful antique tray table. And an arrangement of Stars of Bethlehem, which are one of my favorite Christmas flowers. This flower is one that will last for weeks as a fresh flower. It's one of the longest living fresh flowers that we sell. And it truly is gorgeous. And they're so unusual, and they're just available at this time of year. They'll not be available after about the end of January. So it's really fun to have them now. And what we've done is just touched this room with accents to kind of just, you know, the mantle makes such a statement, the wreath makes such a statement, that the rest of the things are just almost incidental. And you don't need other major statements when you've got things like that. And so we've added just a few fresh lilies on this beautiful table, this hand-painted table, and then fresh winter berries on that far round table. And on that wonderful antique bookcase cabinet in the back corner, we've done a few antique books at the top with just a touch of pine, just to kind of give it a little bit of an accent. But all in all, I think the room turned out beautifully, and like I said, it didn't need much because it is so gorgeous in its own right. But I think what we've done really does bring it to life for the holidays. This is the sunroom of the house, which was originally a screened-in porch, I'm sure. It's been beautifully remodeled with bookcases and a mantle and a fireplace, and it's in beautiful addition to the room. Makes a nice retreat for reading or just some alone time when you need that. It seemed like a perfect place to put the Christmas tree this year, so we did. But what makes it nice is the tree is visible the moment you walk in the house from the foyer, because you look right into this room through two arched doorways, which are lovely. But the tree we've decorated with, again, we've repeated the amaryllis blossoms and the red winter berries, but this time we've added more of the hydrangeas and really pretty gold birds and baubles that were the owner's Christmas decorations. And again, the pears, which we've added little clusters of 3 or 4 pears scattered throughout the tree, and I think it really turned out really pretty. This is a nice addition. It's like it's a plastic white vine that looks really natural, and it's been painted white and given a little bit of sparkle, just enough to reflect the light. And so we kind of stretched it through the tree to just give it more of a winter wilderness kind of a look that I think is really pretty in here. Like I said, this room is one of the less formal rooms of the house, but it's still adjacent to the living room, so you know, there is a lot of beautiful structure to the room, and it's beautifully appointed, but in a more relaxed style. In addition to that, we've added some touches of fresh flowers as well. The beautiful white lilies and red berries we've done, and we've picked up the berry theme again with this beautiful red winterberry wreath, which we framed with long needle pine and accented with this really interesting striped ribbon. I think it's so pretty. It's a red and green stripe. It has a real heavy almost a taffeta feel to it, but it's a real heavy fabric, and I think it really gives a nice look to this room. Because, again, it's less formal, but equally elegant as the living room. We've even added a burlap tree skirt, which is kind of fun. It looks in this setting probably more like a natural linen than burlap, but it's beautiful, and it is a perfect accent to this tree. The mantle is exceptional, and I really want to share it with you, so come have a look. This fireplace is really pretty, but like I said, it's much more casual than its counterpart in the living room, the white marble mantle. This is done with native fieldstone, which the house is made out of. It's a beautiful color of the natural golden tones with a stone floor beneath it, a hearth as well. And then to accent it all, we've added a kind of a wild garland of naturally wild greens that include a beautiful cedar, a natural cedar, a fir, there's pine, and then there are beautiful red like a wild honeysuckle berry that's so pretty with it. And then these urns are pretty. They belong to the owner, but she got them for me quite a while ago. But they had topiary trees in them when we started, of dried boxwood. We changed them out to a traditional Christmas tree shape for the holidays, and I think it really gives a nice accent. We needed that height here, and it definitely carries through. Then a couple again of the amaryllis plants this time to reflect the flowers that we've used elsewhere on this floor. And then we've added those beautiful electric candles in the middle that I think are so pretty, and they have the mercury glass shades, so they really give a contemporary flavor, but with definitely a classic touch. And it's a look that you can enjoy for a long time, and it's not hard to do. You just have to have quite a few materials to pull it off, but I think it's really pretty when you get it done. It would be a look that would be beautiful done in fresh materials. You could do it in fresh pine and cedar, and of course it wouldn't be nearly so expensive, but it would be equally striking. You'd have to put it in later in the season, but it would be beautiful to do it.